So, holy crap. For all of you that do granular all the time, you're in so much better shape. You gotta be in so much better shape than me. What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here. Once again, thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina. Just got done walking, so it's not extremely so hot here to where I'm just sweating profusely, but it is hot. I like to walk my neighborhood during lunch when I'm able to work from home. About 3.5 miles, try to keep down the gut a little bit, try to stay in some shape. But anyways, thank you for tuning in this Friday. So if you haven't heard, or if you've been living under a rock, we got a hurricane coming and we've got rain, potentially about 1 inch of rain here where I live. Now, let me say that by yesterday, my dad's birthday was yesterday. He turned 62. Happy birthday, Papa. We went over to his house, and right between, it's about a 20-minute drive between me and his house, my house, his house. Right between it, we had pop-up thunderstorms. Had to drive through it on the way back around 7:30 last night. It rained buckets and buckets of rain. Mr. Blake got all that rain. He got tons of rain. I mean, it was like a washout. I could barely, had to drive like 40 miles an hour the whole way back because rain. And about 1.5 miles or so from my house dries up, driveway's dry, just completely different atmosphere. So it's just like unlucky yet again. But the hurricane's coming, and I'm planning, potentially looking at the radar right now, we should get some rain out of it. So because of that, we're going to be putting down our pre-emergent. Before we get into that, I want to show you what the pre-emergent looks like and talk about that for just a second. Not so much going to show you spreading it. I mean, it's just me yelling at a Scott's Elite spreader, pushing it down. So nothing much to see there, to be honest with you. But I did want to mention, check out September 8th, 7 p.m. We are doing another live stream. September 8th, this coming up Friday. Let's see, not today, next Friday. You're watching this on Friday, so a week from today. September 8th, Mr. Blake's gonna be back, Mr. Kevin's gonna be back, I'm gonna be here. Hopefully we'll have my daughter Natalie or my wife Madison reading us your questions. If you got questions about your overseeding, if you've got questions before you overseed, when should I overseed? What about tenacity? What about ethofumicate? If you've got questions, come prepared September 8th with your questions. We'll give you, our best DIY answers. Please don't take it with a grain of salt. We'll give you the best direction I can tell you from my experience. And if I don't know, I tell you that I don't know. But we got this beautiful lawn by trial and error. So live stream September 8th, 7 p.m. Go click on it, search for it on my channel, hit notify me when this goes live, and it will let you know. So check that out. So with that being said, make sure you're also subscribed for more DIY lawn care content. And I think I saw one comment today on Wednesday's video of somebody that said, I'm tired of being a spectator, I'm gonna be a participator, I'm gonna try this lawn care thing. I think his name was Jeremy. So Jeremy, thank you so much, man. We wish you the best, and hope my vets out there in the comments will help these guys that's got questions on these videos. Help me out, answer them the best of your knowledge. So with that said, let's turn the camera around and let me just show you dithiopyr one more time before we throw it in the Scott's Elite spreader. So we've talked about this before. Somebody even asked, Mr. Ferguson, what spreader do you use? I do not recommend anything Scott's. Sometimes this thing works, sometimes this thing does not work. It's the kind where you got the handle right here, this little gate opens, but sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it's because of the weight. I wash it out after every single use of fertilizer, of lime, of whatever I'm putting down. I wash it down. I wash the whole thing. I spray the whole thing off, and I still have problems. So so that's why I'm not gonna drag the camera around as I spread this, but we're spreading Yard Mastery dithiopyr, which is on this paper. He gives you this paper when you buy the product. Let me just show you the front at least. But there you go. It is 0.172% dithiopyr, professional fertilizer 007. So 7% potassium does exist in this product, and a lot of it. There you go. There's all the big words and stuff. So you do have chlorine, not more than 7%, soluble potash 7%. So the main thing I read last video just to show you are these are some of the weeds that are controlled, but mainly Poa annua is the one we're going after with this. But dithiopyr is also known to help stop crabgrass. But we're putting this down, and I know somebody's already going to comment, Mr. Ferguson, prodiamine is better for the fall, dithiopyr is better for the spring. I used it last fall, it did fine. That's why I'm using it again. I've already used my split apps for spring for this season. I'm pretty much capped out, maxed out on my prodiamine. I thought about doing it again just because whatever, but I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to use dithiopyr. And again, we could use dithiopyr again in spring for our split apps and then prodiamine in the fall. We may try that and see if there's a difference, but that's what we're spreading today. So let me cut this bad boy up and let's put it in this wonderful looking, totally not spider ridden and leaf ridden spreader, and see if we can at least show you what it looks like. And let's set you over here while we do like maybe a little pour right here. So there you go. You can kind of see it just kind of looks like rocks. Looks a little bit bigger, obviously, than the protein. So it's, but it just looks like rocks. It don't look like much here. And a lot of that obviously is probably sand and filler with the dithiopyr mixed in. But that's what it looks like. So if I take you off here, there you go. That's dithiopyr. So all we're going to be doing is spreading this. Now this bag covers 11,000 or so square feet. But so we're going to be spreading. I've left about a quarter of the bag. I've left about a quarter of the bag in. If it covers 11,000, I just kind of eyeball it. If I'm putting down a little bit heavy, that's fine. I'd rather put down a little heavy than a little light. So a little less than a quarter pound bag. So I'm going to try my best to spread this evenly. However, on the paper, being I have the terrific spreader of Scott's Elite Spreader, I do not have anything on here that tells me what to put it on as far as the spreader setting. So here's what I do when that is the case. I take my best guess. I want to evenly spread this the best that I can. So I'm going to start off with like a 4.5. And as I start to get halfway done, which would be the front lawn and some of the strip, and once I start hitting my side over here by my water hose and stuff, if I still see like, man, I've got a lot in there, I need to turn it up a little bit. And then what I do is turn it up slightly, and then as I get closer to the other side of the house and I'm pretty much done and I've got leftovers, I try to evenly spread that over the front and over the side again. So I go over the front and side twice if I feel like I had leftover, but I definitely don't want to open it up and spread it all out and be empty and go heavy in the front and side and run out for the backyard. That's what I don't want to do. I'd rather go light and then go over it again. So that's my method. So just wanted to share that with you. I'm going to go spread this and we'll be right back. So, holy crap. For all of you that do granular all the time, you're in so much better shape. You gotta be in so much better shape than me. I know it's like 95% humidity, 83 degrees out here, sun, cloud mix, but man, that just wore me out. I'm not used to spreading. I totally prefer the ease of my Flow Zone backpack sprayer to liquid fertilizer, which is what we'll likely do with the HCU. Probably won't use this at all. And just so you know, for those that say, Mr. Ferguson, the problem is you don't clean it. There you go. It's wet and it's drying in the sun now. I always wipe it down. It's just, it worked this time. Lord, thank you so much. But it was 99 bucks. I think now they're like 115, 120. I don't know how much it costs now, but I bought that one, giving Scott's another chance, buying their best one, and it worked today. So we'll leave it at that. We'll shut mouth, right? So pre-emergent applied to every aspect of my lawn. Pre-emergent is down. So hopefully the hurricane will water that in. So that means it's off limits to plant for me unless I tear the ground up. I got to remove the dithiopyr barrier. Sorry, camera's bugging me there. If I am going to spot seed or anything like that, which I have a little spot over here that I seeded about 2 weeks ago. I don't think it's going to come through. I may dig that up and use one of my potted plants I still have over here that somehow has survived the summer in a pot. But pre-emergent is down for Mr. Ferguson. So the next thing, whether I include it in here or not, I don't know, because today is a church day when I'm recording this and I'm always limited on time. I would like to do a propiconazole application because I feel like with this hurricane, this wetness, I don't want the heat, humidity. We've got still foreplay may still be in effect out here. I don't want fungus. I don't have any more azoxystrobin, ran out of Armada. I'm down to propiconazole, but I would rather do propiconazole than nothing. So I may try to get that down, and I would like to do that with some CK, with some humic. I feel like when I was doing my last soil test, which I should be getting the results when this video comes out, my ground's firming up a little bit. I know we're dry, we're definitely dry, we don't have a lot of rain, but when you're constantly putting down the biostimulants, not only has CK in the Alan Hain video proven that root growth takes place, the roots are better, thicker, fatter than water alone. He proved that in his pot test. If you didn't see it, go check out the lawn care nut where he's holding up the roots. It looks like jellyfish or something. He proved the CK is absolutely worth the time, the 50 bucks. 4 ounces per backpack, spray that I do. So I feel like adding humic helps soften up the dirt a little bit. You can try the liquid aeration. There's mixed opinion on that. So I'll conclude the video with that as I sweat like a pig. We're in August, almost September when you're watching this. So hopefully this will go away. This is so annoying. Plus a little bit thicker nowadays when you're 40 years old. So I'm gonna throw this in briefly for the end of this video. For those that have hung on, thank you so much. It feels like 68 degrees outside. The rains came. We got about, as I mentioned in the beginning, 0.75 over the past 2 days. From last night, from the hurricane remains, we got about 0.5, almost 0.45 inches of rain. We didn't even get half an inch fully. But man, it is like chilly out here right now compared to what we've been getting. Today's high, 72. Unbelievable. Man, what a cool breeze. It's just like night and day. It absolutely feels like fall walking out here this morning. It's just unbelievable. And you can see I've got leaves falling. So let me turn the camera around, tell you exactly what I did after we spread the pre-emergent, which finally got watered in. Let me tell you that real fast. So I did rest for a little bit after spreading the granular dithiopyr, so that obviously got watered in. So we're all in now on the 100% lawn. Is pre-emergent, is down, it's watered in, thanks to the remnants of Adala, or whatever her name was, hurricane. So I went and grabbed the backpack sprayer. I did do an application of RGS at 5 ounces per 1,000 square feet. I did throw in some propiconazole, which is 0.5 ounces per 1,000. I did that with a little more because I feel like maybe down here, down low, it's maybe that green effect we did. I feel like it was a little bit okay. And then when I did the green effect, it kind of affected the Jonathan Green Dense Shade Mix down under the tree a little bit. I don't know if that's 100% true, but anyways, it's looking better from right here this morning. So I did RGS, I did propiconazole, we did CK, and I did the 0.5 per 1,000 and then added just a little bit of extra CK. Again, seeing that Alan Hain video with how those roots responded, CK is worth the 50 bucks, 100% in my opinion, proven by that pot test. And then I also threw in tenacity. That's right. I did the pre-emergent, I did the RGS, I did the propiconazole, I did the CK, and I threw in tenacity in my tank. Why did I do that? Well, I was having a conversation with one of you guys in the comment section saying, Mr. Ferguson, I'm not sure that's Bermuda on your bank. It could be nimbleweed. I've heard this comment before. I've researched it and I'm like, that could be right. Could be Bermuda. I've seen some Bermuda. I've seen the strands of Bermuda. So I know there is Bermuda lurking on the ground somewhere in the bank and on the sides. And I know it's there. But I also think nimbleweed is a part of it. So why not test that out? So I wanted to tell you at the end of this video, I did put tenacity in my application. The only reason I did it, and you remember, Mr. Ferguson, I thought you said you hate to bleach the grass. You don't want it to look like that. Absolutely, I do. I hate bleaching the grass, and that's why I said I would go ethofumicate. However, tenacity should help to knock out any nimbleweed and kill that now. And I'd rather do that now and prepare for October for Halloween domination time. I would rather bleach it now and let it get out of the system. So we'll show you, and that's why I wanted to mention this in the last part of the video. We've put down some tenacity in the lawn. We'll see what it bleaches. We'll see if it attacks any of that Bermuda or what we think is Bermuda. It could be nimbleweed. We'll see how it attacks those type things. So it all got watered in. So we got rain, praise God, and it feels like West Virginia, Beckley, West Virginia, my hometown. where I was born, moved down here when I was 3. It feels like West Virginia air out here. It feels amazing. So thank you guys for watching this Friday video. I hope you're being successful. Thank you for all the comments, for the new people jumping in lawn care. Welcome to the family, the DIY lawn care family. For those of you going through Cool Blue, Blue Heat, Jonathan Green, Black Beauty, all that, best of luck to you. I hope none of these remnants of this hurricane washed out any of your seed or anything like that, especially if you're down south. God bless you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Remember the live stream coming up next Friday. Go there. You can click the notify me button so you don't forget, and YouTube will send you a little alert on your phone. So thank you. God bless you. We will see you on Monday with another lawn care video. God bless.